Hello and welcome to the Little Historians Magazine TV. Today we're going to be talking about ancient Greek gods, but we're not going to be going into details about the mythology or who the gods were. We've got another video for that. Today we're going to be talking about how the ancient Greeks worshipped and where they worshipped. So each ancient Greek god had its own temple, and we're going to be talking a little bit more about that and showing you how to make your very own ancient Greek temple. But before we do that, make sure to like and subscribe so you can see all our future videos.
So to start with, you're going to want to colour in your background and then draw the temple template. But I'm going to pop our one up on screen now, so you can either screenshot it and cut that out, or you can try and trace over it. Religion was important in ancient Greece because the actions of the gods controlled everything. They could make your lives better and they could help you, or they could make your lives worse with war and disaster. So it was important to worship the right ones. And because they had so many different gods for basically anything you could think of, you had to worship the right one at the right time. And to do that, you would go to your shrine or a temple. Now you could have a special place, a hearth or a shrine in your home where you could worship the gods, or you could go to the public shrine where you could leave your offerings.
Now that you've got your background coloured in and your temple drawn, you might need to ask your grown-up for some help, as we need to cut out the temple so we can stick it onto the pop-up template. As well as shrines in public or in your home, there were also temples. Each town had different temples dedicated to different gods and goddesses, which showed how important they were. Each temple had statues of gods and goddesses, and these were looked after by priests, but regular people could go in and pray and leave their offerings to the gods. Religious ceremonies often happened outside of the temples. Sometimes there were religious festivals going on. It was thought that the priests could speak directly to the gods, so people would go to the temples to talk to the priests and get guidance and find out more about what was in store for them.
So now that we've cut out our template, we're going to glue the little tabs onto the paper. So because each city built a temple dedicated to one god, if you wanted something from a specific god, you might have to travel to a different city. The most famous temple is probably the Parthenon, which is in Athens and was dedicated to Athena, who was the patron god of the city. There would have been a huge statue of her in the middle where people could leave their offerings, where they might leave things like bread and oil or flowers.
Another famous temple is the Temple of Apollo in Delphi, which was home of the Oracle of Delphi, which was a place you would go where priestesses could give you prophecies. And a prophecy is essentially something to tell you what's coming up, what's your fate, and it's basically a direct message from the gods.
And because we've put a lightning bolt on ours, we've sort of dedicated ours to Zeus. And Zeus's temple was at Olympia, and it's actually one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world because it's so ginormous. Well, it had to be because it was dedicated to the king of the gods. Who do you think you'd dedicate yours to?
If you enjoyed this craft, or you want to find out more about ancient Greece, then make sure to like and subscribe to our channel, and also get your grown-up to head over to thelittlehistoriansmagazine.com to subscribe to the magazine and get our ancient Greek edition. We'll see you next time.